Okay, everyone. So, guys, I'm going to make this one short but sweet. Yes, we did make it through the hurricane last night. God blessed our family. There are many that need our prayers, whether you know it or not, whether the news said it or not. Some folks did have some damage in some of their homes, and there's some of the areas we were living in LA really did get hit. But something I want you guys to understand is this. I had a conversation with Art Olivant last night in San Jose. Art helped me kind of get some of my thoughts together when I first began with Diamond VIP. And some people really do have a mind for the people and a mind for the community. And to be honest with you, before you desire to do anything, let your mind for the people be the strongest thing in you. Let your heart to get things done be the strongest thing in you. And if you've wondered why I've been able to get so many leaders, it's because my passion shines through first, not a product. Let's talk about your passion over a product. What is it? What is the ultimate goal? Most people are transactional. And this is the reason why they can't sell a frog. They can't sell a frog to a person that was looking for a frog just like the one they got in their hand. And the reason why is because that person generally has this idea of transaction, how much money I'm going to make for the frog. But the reality is this: no one cares about you and your attachment to the frog, nor do they care about how much money you need to earn for that frog, or how your kids need to eat, or what's going on in your life, okay? You need to start learning how to get into what other people are feeling, what other people are thinking. My wife asked me this last night, and because we were talking about different things concerning the hurricane, and she said, when you hear something, Brian, she says, you're transported to that place, aren't you? And I'm like, yes, I am. So when you talk about something with me over and over and over again, because I'm a visual artist, because I'm an artistic person, because I'm an actor, because I'm a singer, I literally go to that place, and I go to that place in my mind, or I go to that time when that subject or that situation happened. And so it exceeds the idea. I'm very sympathetic, but I'm also empathetic, so I can feel what other people feel. And you got to get outside of yourself to get here, okay? So that's why I say do the work, do the work, right? Do the you work, do the work on your soul, do the work on, get your life right with Christ, know who he is, but even more so, believe the words that you say, believe the words that are written in that word. It could be a lot of torment, whether you realize it or not. When I struggled, it was a lot of torment. And the reason it was a lot of torment for me was because I kept having these divine revelations of where I was supposed to go. And it didn't look anything like where I was. And so therefore it used to create a depression or this torment inside Brian Lamont Roberts, right? And I felt out of place in a lot of ways, different places where I would go, because I saw myself being partly who I am now, but yet I'm living in a circumstance where my credit is bad, my situation is bad. I've got to shut certain things out of my life just because of choices that I made, and they weren't even wrong choices, really. Sometimes it was just choices that I made in business, and other folks don't. I hate to say this, guys, when I started in sales, the first thing I had to learn is I meant what I said, but 90% of the people they waffle on their words. And just because other people waffle on their words doesn't make it right, doesn't make it good, doesn't make it whole, doesn't make it complete, and it will not help you in your life or in your business. I'm very direct. I really do mean 100% of what I say. It doesn't mean I get 100% of my goals accomplished. That doesn't mean that. Because sometimes circumstances happen far outside of my control. A company shuts down or something happens, and it kind of like thwarts how we do it. But it's called the pivot. And you heard, if you really have been paying attention, you watched the video on Kevin O'Leary, and he talked about the pivot that I put in this morning. And pivoting simply means, yes, I know what it is you said you wanted. Yes, I know what it is you said had to get done. But if you don't know how to be malleable in today's times when we've got chaos everywhere, We got fires in I'm shocked one hasn't popped up in Alaska. We've got so many fires, right? We got fires in Hawaii. We got fires in Canada. It's insane the things that are happening. We got hurricanes out in the middle of deserts, guys. As a matter of fact, for those of you who didn't understand the gravity of last night, that's a first for Las Vegas. A first. I remember being in Los Angeles in 2017 and when the mountain burned right there in Burbank. That's the first thing they said when that fire happened. I think it was September of 2017. You know, I got helicopters overhead. You know, I've got ash falling in the pool. You know, it's falling all around us like snow. The first thing they said was, this is a first in the history of this mountain. That mountain has never burned. And I made mention to it to a group of people, and people are starting to look at chaos as though they're stories, right? No, they're actual chaos. This is really the end time. But my question to you is, where is your passion? Let that shine through first. Let your passion be your guide. No one really cares about what's in your hand. No one cares about what it is you're selling. Stop giving people your perspective on things. Listen. Write down notes. That was the strongest thing I ever did in sales, was I would listen to people and I would write down the notes of what they said. So I had some key questions I wanted to ask them, right? Your collateral, your capacity, right, for paying, your character. Those are 3 of the C's that we have to know. That's how you structure a loan. That's how I look at a loan, as 1/3's there. This person doesn't have very good character, man. The collateral sucks, right? It's not a good piece of collateral. It's not $20,000 worth of collateral. Capacity, they don't have the capacity to uphold this loan. I mean, these are simple things that have to be known, but that's really how banks look at everything. It's very vanilla. And yet I hear people say so many emotional things when it comes to banking or reasoning or rationale or even business. Your emotion has to be out of it, because your emotion will not serve you. The most important person, and this is what most real corporations know, like Disney. This is what Disney knew. The most important person is the guest. That's why they made a song about it. Be our guest, be our guest. Put our service to the test. You have to listen to the words. Like, everything is subliminal. But what I see in the world today, really, and even among those that will say, oh, I want to get into network marketing. See, I don't look at network marketing as network marketing. I look at business as business. If you tell me you're going to do something and you fail to do that thing, or you fail to give me a call to be responsible or accountable, then I know I can't really count on you for much else. Or how about this one? How about we do business together? I buy something from you, but you're always trying to be the dictator, meaning, hey, you bought this service from me, come buy this other service from me, but you've offered me zero. I'm going to be, my interest in you is going to wane. Basically, I'm going to look at you like, hey, I know the value of me. I know I'm the one that drives a Porsche. I know that, right? But you haven't given me any value for you. And it doesn't matter how much money is in your pocket. There is a requirement for you for every exchange that I make. And I'm very real and intentional about every single exchange. That's why when I put in there about Mars Callahan, we got to spend, Gifted and I, about 4 hours with the man. Got to ask him a lot of questions, got to hear his perspective. And really, to be honest, a lot of his perspectives are a lot like my perspectives, right? So then I knew, hey, me and Mars and I, we can work together, right? But many of you probably saw View It, and you still haven't really figured out what it is. It's control. Instead of buying from Netflix, now you become Netflix. It's having your own situation, your own network. It's white labeling. It's Diamond VIP Network for $900 a month. That's no money. Where different individuals from Diamond VIP have a channel on Diamond VIP's network. So I have plenty of questions I want to ask, because that can go in so many different ways. Beautifully, wonderfully. And that's what I'm offering to you. I just keep offering the best, and I keep seeing people like miss it, or they don't get it, or it's almost like they're doing a me. Were you talking to me? Excuse me? Just thought I'd reflect today, right? And just kind of let you know how I feel. blessed to be alive one more day. Glad God gave us this opportunity. My good friend, Art Olivant. Art, this is about to change. You guys thought there was some change going on before now? You have no clue. You have no clue. But when we go into Nigeria and we start taking stuff over and you start seeing it, and all of a sudden I have a hotel over there, then you'll start getting some clues. I can't wait to get to Ghana, coming up in October. You got to be very intentional, guys. My wife even knows it. I'm not going over there to buy a house, but I might go over there and buy something else, just so you know. But blessings to you all. We'll follow up with more. See you guys on the other side. God bless. Make it an awesome, awesome week.